took a lot of losses. I'm just trying to shake back. My life was flooded with water without a boat or powder. Fighting addiction, pain. The street life game, depression, man. Here we go again. I had to stand on my own too. The game don't owe you. Haters, they try to fool you. It ain't nothing they can show you. So what the hell you gonna do? Like a diamond in the rough, I pressured up. Man, enough is enough. Pressure bust pipes, I'm about to explode. See, knowledge is key to get me where I'm trying to go. I got sick and tired of running them streets. I know the better way for me to feed my peeps. I couldn't raise my kids like the streets raised me. So I changed my route so they can really see that this is the best of me. And cooking up success is the recipe. You're the best of me.
You gotta stay focused, you gotta maintain. You gotta stay focused, you gotta maintain. You gotta stay focused, you gotta maintain. That shit come with the game. Through all these losses, you gotta stay focused, you gotta maintain. You gotta stay focused, you gotta maintain. You gotta stay focused, you gotta maintain. That shit come with the game.
Yo, welcome to the Welcome Legacy Podcast, where real hustlers, dreamers, and builders come to grow. I'm your host, James G. Welcome, former street hustler turned entrepreneur, CDL driver, real estate broker, associate, author, music artist, and father of 12. I've been to prison, I battled addictions, I started from zero multiple times, but I built my business, Welcome Legacy Maintenance, from the ground up with my kids by my side. I've dropped books, I've dropped music, and now I'm dropping gems. This podcast is about transformation, legacy, and leadership for the culture, for the streets, and for the future. So if y'all are ready to build something that lasts, tune in, lock in, and let's grow. Let's get it. Hey everyone, this is James Welcome, and this is the Welcome Legacy Podcast, episode 9. Our special guest today is Jamal. The title is Your Past is a Chapter, Not the Whole Story. In this powerful episode, I sit down with Jamal, a father, correctional officer, and a Chevy car enthusiast raised in the same neighborhood I come from. Jamal's story is about resilience, loss, and transformation. After losing his mother in 2022 and being a foster care, he never let the pain define him. We talk about mindset, the mindset it took to overcome, and what it means to be a present father, and how his hobbies bring him peace, and how working inside the correctional system gives him a unique perspective about growth and grace. This is for anyone who ever questioned if they could rise above the chaos. Jamal proves that your start doesn't determine your finish. Quote of the day: just because you come from the struggle doesn't mean you have to stay in it. Your past is a chapter, not your whole story. Hit play and get inspired. This episode is about breaking cycles, showing up for your kids, and finding your identity beyond trauma. New episodes drop every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Jamal, what's going on, my brother?
Man, what's going on, man? I appreciate you for having me, man.
Man, I appreciate you showing up for me. What's that thing in that background back there, man?
Man, you know it. That 85. My MC, man, that's my baby right there. I got the 30s on it, some skates.
Yeah, float.
Proud moment, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
man.
DBs. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know, I got an 87.
Hey, man, whenever you ready, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
Yeah, man, I gotta put some more work into that thing, man.
Hey, I'm a phone call away. You know it.
Yes, sir. All right. So what we gonna do? The questions are broke down in segments. Segment number 1 is family and upbringing. Question number 1. Can you share a little about your childhood and what it was like growing up in our neighborhood?
Man, I remember growing up out there in Ocklawaha, because I'm from Bellevue, Summerfield. So growing up out there in Ocklawaha, it was different, adapting to different people, getting to meet different people, and actually met you out there. You was pretty much top dog out there as we was kids, and everybody wanted to be like you. You know what I'm saying? Got the Saucony's on, new outfit every day. You got 140. You like, man, hey, I want to be like that when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely memorable. I take a lot of that with me every day, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was a process growing up out there, man. Everybody trying to be like somebody, man. And you know, down there wasn't nothing but them boys out there in the street hustling, man. So everybody wanted to be a hustler, man. With no education wasn't really what everybody was, you know what I'm saying, targeted towards. So, but that's what it was. The environment make you person. But
Absolutely.
let's hit this one. How did losing your mom in 2022 impact your life and mindset?
Uh, that's a pill that I don't think everybody gonna get to swallow. When I lost my mom, I went through so many different phases, and I still go through them now. Like
Yeah,
a lot of sights, a lot of sounds that I heard in the hospital. Like if I can hear like a monitor beeping, it triggers like
like a memory.
past, like a memory that you had at the hospital, or a thought that you had that you never got to deal with. And like until now, I still deal with a lot of the things, with getting a trach put in for my mom, getting a feeding tube put in for my mom, my mom being in the coma, never waking up, and never basically getting to say, hey, this gon' this gonna pass, but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna be here no more.
yeah,
And the biggest part of that is dealing with it every day. To know, like, the last conversation you might have had with your mama, you trying to remember whether it was good or whether it was bad. No matter which one it is, your mama not here no more. Your mama never got to tell you, hey, goodbye, even though she
sorry.
welcomed you into this world. And that's, man, that's
Yeah,
tough.
yeah, man. Yeah, it's rough. It's a lot of us growing up, man. Your mama all you have.
That's it. You only get one of those.
Yeah, only one. And you know me, man. I was raised by my mom and my grandma, man. My daddy was ripping running them streets out there doing whatever he was doing and in and out my life, and all I had my
Facts.
mom.
And you had to be big brother for everybody. You
Yeah,
was raising yourself and raising your siblings as well, man. And
yeah,
kudos to you, bro. You did it.
yeah, man. It was a process, man. I wish like a lot of things you do growing up, it'd be a stepping stone. So I really don't regret a lot of things I did because it wouldn't have made me become the person I am today. Because everybody has to go through that process. But
Right,
if I could go back, I would have told myself, "Hey, man, you need to keep doing the right thing and lead everybody in the right way because you got an impact on their life as well." And it was just it's hard though, dog. It's real hard when you don't have no guidance for yourself, right? You have you
right,
have you have so many people like just like the little ones looking up to you, and you don't have no father or nobody else, so you trying to figure life out on your own. You're
right.
taking
Or you got a father. He still think he a teen, and he's still running the
the
streets. He
street,
still want to
yeah.
be young. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you got
Yeah,
to be that. You got to be that big brother at all times. That
yeah.
big dad.
Mm-hmm. So I remember some nights like I was like, man, I gotta be better than my daddy, man. I gotta be better than my daddy. So I would come home from school. So everything I learned in school, I come home and teach my sister. I learned my ABCs. I come teach her damn ABCs. I learned these words here. I come teach her these words. I learned the math and stuff. I come home and I teach her. And me and her bonded. Like she 4 years younger than me. And I got one that's 12 years younger than her, though younger than me. So looking up, just being the best I could for them. But fathers play a big
You
role in the house, though.
exactly. You was basically grown when you was little. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a process, bro. It's a process. All right. What were some of the biggest lessons your mom taught you before passing?
Uh, the one of my biggest lessons that I learned, before she passed was believing that you gonna do what you say you gonna do. And what I mean by that is, I bought I bought this car in 2016. My mom was the last one to see it in the stage that it was in. Even though I had the wheels on it, the car was in primer. It was pretty much getting prepped and ready to go. But she told me before she passed, she said she walked into the shop like she knew the guy at the shop. Walked in there, she said, "Where the car at?" I said, "It's right there." So she was like, she looked over my wheels, she looked over this and this. She said, "You gonna kill him?" And I was like, "Wow." And then a couple weeks later, we going through what we went through with mom, and we getting ready to pretty much get ready to bury her. And I wish she would have never said that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna kill him. And it came back to me later, and it was like, wow, she said this, and here it is. We got to deal with this with her.
Yeah.
So definitely believing in what you say you gonna do, you gonna go ahead and carry it out.
Yeah. Follow through with it.
Facts.
Just like your car. Your car got your mama name in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's got my aunt's name was Charlene. She died in 98. My grandma passed in 2019. Her name was Altamise, and then my mom's name was Maria. So I took pieces of their name and combined it in one and just made it a name. I'm making it a brand. You know what I'm saying? So when you see that car, if you see the name Char Alta Maria in there, that's me.
Mm-hmm. Took it nice though. But you have to follow through what you set your mind on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even if the path get hard. The hard,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And
the hard part, all it do is it molds you, right?
right.
It chisels off the bullshit that you had on you and make you into the person that you're supposed to be, right?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, because if you give up, you just show that you're a weak person.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. These days we have to be strong. We have to be strong and we lead by example.
Absolutely. You got to be the best you at all times.
Yeah. And be ready to grow more too. Because we gotta
Absolutely. You'll
grow
never stop
into
growing.
certain situations.
Yep. You'll never stop growing.
No, you can't. All right, let's hit number 4. You were placed in foster care. You was like what? That was
I
middle
was
school.
10. I was 10 when we was placed in foster care.
Hold on.
Like
It
a lot of
say,
people don't understand. I had young parents.
yeah. You were placed in foster care. How did that experience shape your view of family and stability?
Man, listen, I went through 5 homes, and I tell you, I take every bit of family that I was taught through all of those different families, and I combine it into one,
Mm-hmm.
and I make one big monster out of it
Yeah.
because I never had a dad. I never had uh, a mom that was family oriented because it was always something going on, or you was always in the streets, or you was always doing this, or you was always doing that, and then I had to be big brother. So um, to be able to grow and have my own family, I just took everything I learned from each family and combined it into one, and I try to carry them with me no matter where I go at, and I still, contact a lot of those families and tell them thank you. No matter how old I get, no matter how big I get, no matter how far I've gotten in my life, hey, I appreciate it.
Yeah. So basically, you took the good and the bad and made the best out of the situation.
Absolutely.
because going through that many homes, that might make it seem like you was a troubled child.
Absolutely.
All right. 'Cause I know y'all done ran away a couple times and trying to find your mama, and you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I know that messed
Man,
up rough.
and you deal with a lot of depression, man. A lot of people wouldn't even understand the half of it with dealing with depression of not knowing why you can't be with your mom, or you too young to understand this, or where
Mhm.
your daddy at, or why he can't do what he's supposed to do. You so young, you not absorbing that, and but you want to know, and you deal with that depression, and sometimes it might beat you up while you're at school, it might beat you up while you're at home, and it weighs a child down.
Yeah. It deals with that depression. It messes up your self-worth too. And
Right,
it kind of make you feel like you're not worth being loved. You
right,
know? Like
right. Exactly.
why am I not with my parents? Like they don't
Exactly.
care about me. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah.
You
I,
get it.
I completely understand it because that's just like that's how I felt like growing up about my daddy. But I knew my daddy loved me, but he wasn't there like a father should have been.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I felt more loved by my mama than I by my daddy. But my mama got up and worked. My mom used to work 17, 18-hour days. So she'll get up 4:30 in the morning, drive away to Lake Yale, and she wouldn't come home. By the time she coming home, she's so tired. We ain't had no running water in our house, no running hot water. So I know by the time she on her way home, I have her damn I have her pot boiling on the stove.
Yeah.
And I already have her clothes laid out, her other pair of shoes for the next day of work. So I have her shit ironed because she's like have her pants ironed and stuff and her shirts. So I already
Yeah.
have everything ready for her. So all she had to do is take a shower and lay on down. But I know she was
Facts.
coming home with food though. She was coming home
Facts.
with food. Yeah, she used to work at a Lake Yale. It was a camp, and she used to come home with trays of them stuffed bell peppers. So ate a lot of them growing up. Let's see. Your camera froze.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm grilling at the same time we doing this. Hey, man, I'm multitasking today.
You multitask, huh?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but yeah, we ate a lot of them damn stuffed bell peppers. But there we go. That's it, number 5. What helped you stay grounded during those tough years?
Um, man, I figured out I spent a lot of days sitting on my behind due to my behavior. And what I found out about myself in that time of sitting down and being on punishment and learning life, I found out that I was an athlete. And I used to have a therapist that used to come to school to see me once a week. He'll come in the cafeteria while I'm eating lunch in middle school and sit beside me. So, all the other kids, they laughing at me. They don't understand that I'm dealing with depression. But at the same time, no matter when I'm running the track, no matter when I'm shooting a basketball, no matter when I'm catching a football, I'm at peace because I'm releasing all of that stuff that's
Frustration
bottled
and
up
stuff.
inside me, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm releasing it, all that energy, to the rest of the world, and I'm not gonna be able to get in trouble for it. You know what I'm saying? So when
Yeah.
I got to high school, bro, I excelled at another level playing running back at North Marion, and I excelled to another level because when I'm in the backfield, I'm counting all 11 people that's on the other side of that ball, and my biggest fear is getting hit. So I had to figure out a way to count these people as I go and run up the field. And I always counted from the line to the linebackers to the secondary. If I know I got past 6 people, I know I got 5 more to go. So
Yeah.
once I know that I got past them 6, the other 5 ain't coming nowhere close to me because they wasn't already there. And if they
Yeah.
didn't get me when I was going to the sideline or going through the middle, they ain't gonna never get me. So I used that depression for positive energy. And I used it on the field week in and week out in football. And I excelled pretty well, man. I excelled. And that's how I beat depression.
Mm-hmm. See, that's great. See, you found it out early though.
Absolutely, because I was always on punishment and I was always sitting down. So I dealt with more depression sitting down, not being active. But when I became active and started playing, I was like, wow, this what this feel like. So I knew for a fact that
You could
nobody
transfer
could
that
ever
energy.
stop me.
Yeah, you could transfer that energy.
Yep.
But
And not get in trouble for it.
mhm, because a lot of people turn depression into other things. Like they start getting
Absolutely.
depressed,
Go to
they
drugs.
start using drugs, they start just be aggressive towards everything in their life.
Yep.
So they
Yep.
turn that into
Absolutely. You,
anger.
bro,
Um,
you get it.
yeah, people turn into they just turn into like a black recluse. Like they just shut down, stop talking, and like it just messes them all up, man. But learning how to deal with depression through weightlifting, through sports, through it's multiple different things that you could do, man, just to channel that energy. But
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, but that was great though. That was great though, and it showed you a different side of yourself.
Absolutely. And it showed you that no matter where you come from or where you came from, you can always excel at at that next level and make it out of that environment.
Mhm. That's some good stuff there. All right, we at segment 2. This is career journey, correctional officer. Correction officer. Number 6. What made you choose the path of becoming a corrections officer?
I think once I finished my career at from high school, going from school to wanting to go to college, I think like just the journey of just running all the time, it never benefited. And I wanted to go into the workforce, but I knew as a kid I wanted to do a form of law enforcement. I just didn't know what side of it I wanted to do. So once I figured it out, I jumped in there and I started learning pretty early. This was back in like 2008 when I started learning, you know, ropes of
Got a kind of little lag in now. You said 2008. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can.
You said 2008, and then it kind of like slowed down.
Yeah, that's when I actually started.
You know, learning to be the
And,
correction officer.
oh yeah, that's when I started. We still going strong now.
Mhm. 2008, I was in prison. Oh man, I was gone out of there. All right. What's the biggest misconception people have about working in corrections?
Uh, I would say the biggest misconception that people have is we're not there to hurt, we're there to help. People don't understand that we didn't bring them in there. We didn't tell them you going to prison. We didn't sentence them. We didn't commit the crime. They were dropped off to us, and we took over from there. And at all times, we there to help. That's the biggest misconception people get about correction officers.
Yeah. A lot of times you deal with a lot of outside anger being in there. Because I'm speaking on being inside there and not being, you know what I mean, on the outside looking in. Um, you used to sense the anger of some of those guards. They used to come in there when they have a bad day or whatever they going through on the outside, and they come in there and they put it on all the inmates.
Right,
Um,
right.
yeah, because I had just turned 20 when I had went in there, and worst thing I seen, we was in a L dorm and Butler. This boy, he had 10 years mandatory. You know, when you're wild, you only get
Yeah,
5 to 10. You get 5 to 10. And the JIT counts. You got any more time than that, you got to go to the big camp.
yeah,
But he got a letter. I think his aunt or grandma had sent him a letter that his mom had died. And
Had to get a bowl.
but it
the
was
top was off. It was just on fire.
yeah. But it was in there. He was in there crying, man. And
Man,
he was in there crying, like he was down bad. And so you know what I'm saying, your mama's your mama. And he wasn't gonna see her again. He got 10 years mandatory. He got to do it day for day.
and that's
So
the hardest time.
yeah, and he can't apologize because he did some. He was just talking about some of the stuff that he did. Like he couldn't say that he was sorry, and so he was really going through it. And so they got us up 4:30, calling us for child.
Right,
He cried all night, dog. Like we heard him, but you know what I'm saying. We feel, you know what I'm saying. Everybody feeling for him because you know what I'm saying. That's your mama, and
right.
so he got up. So they want everybody to be class A, bed made, all that shit there. And they want everybody to sit on the bed online. So when he first came in there, it was like 4 bunks. They were just the regular bunks. It wasn't and all the rest of them was double bunks. So
Right.
mine was like right in the corner when you first come in. And
Yep.
he was like in the middle row. Because it was like 60 of us in there. And he was just, you know, they want you like this, back up, you know what I'm saying, like this shit here. So he was like slumped down, man. He was still wiping his eyes, and like it was a white guy, so his face was all red. And Sarge come in there, and it's like he just went straight towards him, dog. And he was like, why you ain't sitting up, boy? And he was like, Sarge, man, my mom passed, man. I'm really not feeling it today, man. I'm really not feeling it today. And he was like, boy, I don't give a damn about your mama. And he was like going in with him. And he made the boy get down off the bed, got him on the wall, got him on his knees in front of the wall with his hands like this, and had a shoe. He had a shoe, and he was hitting him in the back of the head with the damn shoe. And Buddy was trying to hold his composure much as he can, but he was getting so mad, but he didn't want to put his hands on the dude. And so he was like, "What you want to do, boy? What you want to do?" What he was like, he kept egging him on. He kept egging him on, and then he took him in the shower. He took him in the shower and choked him out.
Wow, man. Listen, I hate for one, as to be a correction officer, man. That's a tough job, and secondly, I hate that y'all had to witness the wrath of somebody coming in, bringing their house to work
Energy,
or
energy.
vice versa. Then I hate the fact that some officers can't empathize. You never sympathize, but
Situation.
empathize with somebody if they
Mm-hmm.
going through something, because you don't know who you gonna need. Being that officer, you don't know when you gonna need this person to step in for you or to say something for you when your back turned, or when you least expecting something to happen. You need that person that's gonna be there and say, "Hey, nah, he cool. You ain't gotta worry about him. He ain't
Mm-hmm.
like that." You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And you need that in corrections, and it's those weak links, that those people that stay around for so long, 25, 30 years, that pollute the place and make it bad for officers like me that go in there for a good cause. Because I've had people locked up. My mama, my daddy, my cousin. My cousin been locked up since he was 14. He got 20 mandatory years, and he don't get out until 2028.
Mm-hmm.
And it's rough seeing him in that position because he lost his mom, my aunt that I told you about earlier, Charlene, you know, he lost his mom in 1998 when he was 5, and his dad committed suicide after killing his mom. So it's one of those things that, you know, you don't carry the job home, and you don't
Yeah,
carry your home life to work. And it's
Mhm.
like that. That's a
Yeah,
code.
yeah, it's rough, man. But I one guard, it was he was this the black guy. He was all right. He was cool. He was cool though. And it was this boy from Jacksonville. And this how he got respect. I got respect for that dude. So we was in the gym. We was in the gym. This before they took the weights out of Butler.
Yep.
And so we was in the gym, everybody was shooting ball and we were sitting on the bench and I was just sitting there, man. I was just thinking like cause I was just still in my first 60 days sitting there because they make you sit there until they send you to your main
So they
camp. I'm
classify
about in
you.
there for about 2 months. So
Yep.
I was sitting there, but they was being loud and just yelling, screaming, doing all type of dumb stuff. And the black guy was like, "Hey man," he said, "Hey man, y'all chill out, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, calm down a little bit, man." And the boy he had mandatory time too. He had a mandatory 10 too. And he just kept talking. So the guard was like, "Hey man, you think you bad, don't you?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah, I think I'm bad." And the guard he say, "Man, if I take you back in this room and I bam your ass in this room, we can see just how bad you is." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, come on, man, come on, man." He was like, "Man, you ain't serious. You ain't serious." He kept saying to God, I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm serious, man. If I gotta keep telling you to do this, then I'm gonna show you." He went in there, they was in there, heard some shoes slide around, and they was in there.
You
They was
already
in
know
there
the
because we were
narrative
standing
of
at the
that.
door. Yeah, we standing at the door looking in there, here, moving around, shaking. The other guard was right there. But he didn't tell on him. He didn't say nothing. So
Right.
from that there, because he started talking shit though, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
the guy he told him what he gonna do, did what he gonna do, and then it was like, man, yeah, respect that guy, because like he ain't the person that, you know what I mean. He ain't gonna take that shit from nobody like that. There, he ain't finna tell on you. He gonna, you know what I mean. He gonna get in there with you,
Right. He gonna do
and
his thing
that's what he
and be
did.
done with it.
Yeah, and be done. After that, they ain't had no issues or nothing. Like they was like, "What's up?" Like, you know what I mean. They earn respect. So
Facts.
you get some guys in there like that.
Those the those the officers you call uh the dad at home officers, because they just want to pull you to the side, shake you a little bit, and be like, "Hey man, you need to straighten up, man, or you're gonna have to
Yeah,
deal with me." And
yeah.
and it's that tough love factor.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to see you go. We ain't there to take no time from you. We just want to see you do your thing, go home. You know what I'm saying? Just do your time and go
Mm-hmm.
home.
Because a lot of times that's why they call it corrections, right?
Exactly. You making corrections to bad behavior or a thought process. You correcting that before they get back out there, so
Yeah,
they got the capabilities to deal with society. Because society, man, once you really grow up and you start paying bills, you remember that time like as a kid, you say, "Man, I can't wait till I'm grown." Now that you're grown and you paying bills and stuff like that, you're like, "Man, I want to be a kid again," because it's
yeah,
life just chew you up and spit you out.
yeah. And you gotta be strong too.
Exactly.
Because if you don't, it's gonna chew you up, spit your ass out, and rinse and repeat every time. Hey, that's the process.
Yes,
But
sir.
like I said, I'm gonna get to number 8, but it's for corrections, right?
All right.
So help you correct the path that you're on, and hopefully you go to something a better way, because a lot of us stay on that path for a very long time and in and
Right.
out and in and out, and it never corrects it. It just get worse and worse.
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 8. How do you mentally and spiritually handle the stress of the job?
I usually if I'm stressed on the job, it's and I'm gonna be blunt with how I decipher this and get this out. Usually, I'm gonna tell you, it's never gonna be an inmate that stress me out. It's always gonna be a staff member. Somebody coming in there, they got more power than you, or they think they know more than you. They coming in here to agitate and create a workload for you throughout, your work day. So how I deal with that is, okay, I'm gonna take some time away from you. I'm gonna give you that. Now tomorrow is gonna be a new day. If you own this again, I'm gonna do the same thing until you start correcting yourself. And then I usually I break a little bit and I read my scripture because I got the Bible app on my phone and I read that. That usually set the tone for my day. So usually if somebody coming with negative energy, bro, I ain't feeding it. I ain't gonna feed your monster. I won't. I won't even do it.
That's true. Because if you let it feed you, it's going to drain your energy. Or
Yep.
it's going to change your energy until the negative, just like they have negative.
And think about what kind of person you are when you go to work. Like me, my shift feed off of my energy. If I come in and I'm sluggish, guess what they are? It's like having a body, and each person is a limb. Like if I'm feeling sluggish, they feeling sluggish. But if I'm up and I'm like, hey, let's get to it, they in that same groove. And to have a person like that on your shift, everybody needs that person that everybody feed off of because that's where all your energy come from.
Yeah, that's true. See me, just like morning, and you got the paper right here. In the morning, the morning set your tone for the day.
Yep.
So when I get up in the morning during my work week, Monday through Saturday, I wake up at 4:45 in the morning. 4:45 in the morning, I got my schedule on my board. 4:45 in the morning, I get up, I come in here, I say my prayer. First thing I do.
Yep.
I brush my teeth, make my coffee, do my affirmations. I do my affirmations. Then I read Proverbs. I read the Proverbs, whatever day it is, I read the Proverbs. So today, the 20th,
You know something.
I read the 20th. Yeah. I
You're
used to do the
supposed to read
same thing. I did
a
the same thing when I
proverb.
was in prison. Yeah.
Yep, a proverb in the morning and you read the Psalms at night. You know something now.
Yeah, man. Proverbs good, man. Proverbs. And that set my tone for my day. And I tell myself certain stuff. I tell myself like you're powerful, you're strong, you're smart. You feel me? You're unstoppable. That's another one I say because I do when I be doing my little workout in the morning. So that sets my tone and that sets my mind. Like I can't be stopped. Whatever I'm finna do, I'm finna
You a
conquer this
machine.
day. Yeah, because you can only
Absolutely.
conquer one day at a time.
Absolutely.
So, but I've been doing that. I've been doing it for a very long time now. So I train my mind. That's how you train your mind. And another thing I do, I got a whole bunch of books. So I try to read at least 5, 10 pages a day in the morning. Like if it's a business book, a stock book, a motivation. I just bought these right here. You know that they're taking a lot of books off the shelf, right?
Right. Digital.
Yeah, yeah, but the digital, they're taking a lot of history books off the shelf.
Facts.
So I got two
Facts.
of them. I got two of them that I seen. This is one of them. They came before Columbus. It's the African presence in ancient America. It talks about what happened before Christopher Columbus came here, because remember on that boat, he had a black guy that was guiding him. He was already over here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this book right here, this one right here, and it's another one. I think my daughter reading it, but it's like this big. It's like a Bible, but it talk about the slave trade, how they was breeding the blacks and Mexicans and all of them and selling them like poultry, like chickens, because that trade was the money maker. Slave trade was the
Wow.
money maker. Yeah, yeah, it's something, man.
Man, if you don't mind, man, once we done with this, send me that. I wouldn't mind reading that.
I'm gonna see. I'll send the link to both of them because I'm
Absolutely.
finishing up. Hold on, let me grab this one real quick. Ugh. This book right here. This book right here. This book, The Richest Man Who Ever Lived, talks about King Solomon. Secrets to Success, Wealth, and Happiness, right? Stephen K. Scott. Forward. This book right here breaks down the Proverbs step by step. And if you like to read, this book will get your attention. If you sit there with it, you'll probably read the whole damn thing. But I try to read a little piece at a time. But it's basically principles. It talks about a lot of different things in our life. Like sometimes we're driven by greed. Sometimes it's basically we have to balance our life, right? Because Solomon was the wealthiest man in the world. And
Absolutely.
he let greed tear him apart, and he lost everything. So I could dive into it, but I'm gonna send you them 3 books. I'm gonna send you that one, and I'm gonna send you all 3 of them so you can
Absolutely, man.
look at them, and they some real good books though. Real good books. All right, where was that? Answer the stress. Have you ever seen parts of yourself in the people behind the walls?
Yeah. All the time, man. No matter who it is, what color, no matter what background, you always find a little piece of yourself in somebody else, and you want to be that older self that's talking to younger self at all times, and you want to guide that person and say, hey, just because you're here, that's not going to define who you are. And I tell, no matter how many of them come and how many of them go, how many come and go within 10 days, 5 days, they come back in jail or they leave. I always tell them that's not going to determine who you are. And that just tells them that no matter that they're there locked up, that's not going long term, that's not going to determine the outcome of their life on what they do with the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I give you a story. It ain't really a story because I went to prison. My 18th birthday, I got hit by a car. So on my 18th birthday, like that day, like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, I got hit by a car.
Wow.
I got robbed by my daddy. I was wanted. So I woke up in the hospital. My whole thing, like, man, I'm finna ball today. I'm finna ball today. I'm finna ball. I'm fresh. Got my little Celtic jersey, my jean pants. Like I was fresh. But when I woke up, I had a sheet over because I before I opened my eyes, I was start patting my pockets. So I know I just made a killing. So I was like, yeah. So but I opened my eyes. It was a sheet over my head. All right. But I flipped out.
Oh man.
Yeah. It was a damn sheet over my head. I woke up, I grabbed it, pulled it over. Trav's mama was there.
Wow.
Yeah, she was there. He say, your daddy took everything. and he left you. And that shit that tore me apart right there. She said, your daddy took everything and he left me.
Wow.
Police outside the door. Police walk in that mug before my mama got there. He say, Mr. Welcome, you know you got a warrant for your arrest.
Your head drop.
I said, oh, Lord. I said, man, you finna take me to jail too?
I got hit by a car. I thought that was jail. That was jail
I'm finna go to jail too. Hey, man, my mama came. I said, man, can you wait till my mama come? Because they say the doctor said you didn't break no bones. You're pretty beat up a little bit, but you didn't break no bones. We checked, we did x-ray, I had no concussion because I had my arm was all messed up. My head busted windshield. So I had like glass all in my face, all on my chin. Like all this hair was gone. And
wow.
They took me. He actually rolled me down to the damn police car, helped me lay down in the back seat, took me to the damn jailhouse, fingerprint me, let my mama take me home. And it terrified me when I turned 19. So when I turned 19, I was like, man, I'm not going outside because last year I got hit by that car. So it kind of messed me up. It kind of just made me stay in the house unless I'm riding around in the car or something like that. I'll go right back in the house. So
Dang.
20th birthday, violated probation, going to prison.
That now, does that solidify what I said that's not going to determine who you are?
No, it don't. Because I'm going to tell you. So me being in prison, it helped me, to tell you the truth, because I was on a crash course before. So when I went in there, they put me in general population. When I left Butler, I went to CCA.
Okay.
So they put me in general population. General population is wolves out there, right? There's some wolves, there's some sheeps, a lot of fake ass wannabe gangsters thought they was tough and all that there. So my whole mindset is, am I gonna go back out here in the street when I get out of here? Or am I gonna try to change? So like I say, your environment makes the person, right?
Right.
So I stayed in that general population about a month and a half. And all of a sudden they came and took me out of there. I don't know why they took me out of there. So they put me in RDAB in a drug program because I had drug charges. So
right.
Being in RDAB and the prison kept being locked down. So about 10 months, I only had to do 18 months. So 10 months, about 10 months of that, I was in solitary confinement because the prison kept getting locked down. Right?
Yep.
So being in solitary confinement made me think about all my mistakes. Right?
Right.
I couldn't close my eyes for months at a time. I didn't get no sleep because every time I closed my eyes, it was like, man, you was poisoning these people. You was doing this and you was messing up, and like I'm like myself talking to myself. Solitary confinement, talking to myself, talking to myself. And they let us out. I play chess. So I'm thinking. So I'm building a type of structure in my mind. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, man, I'm not going back. When I get out, man, ain't no way in hell I'm going back in here. Right? I don't want to be a better criminal because a lot of times people go in there to try to figure out a way to be a better criminal. But I'm like, I don't want to be a better criminal. I was just sitting there taking all this shit in. I'm like, man, I don't want to be no better criminal. But God moved me out of general population for a reason.
Right.
Because if he'd have left me, and general population, with the mind that I had when I first came in there, I would have been a worse criminal, because Marty and them was in there. Marty and them was in general population. Marty and them, well, none of them in no gang. Nobody was in no gang before they went to prison. Nobody. And they joined gangs. Everybody joined blood gang and all that mess in there. And if I'd have been in general population, I'd have came right back home. I'd have went head first back into the street, because it was so plentiful. It was like everybody was eating it was so much money out there. When I came home, it was like a different ball game, because everybody was up.
Right.
And all I had to do was just, you know what I mean, just on a slide right back on in my little slot where I was, and keep it moving. But everybody was under federal surveillance too. So it made my mind, like, being in that, because that confinement stopped me. It said, hey man, think about your mistakes. Try to correct your mistakes. Because I got my diploma while I was in there. I got tile setting while I was in there. I got out of there and I took my ass to CFCC to go get my auto body and painting school.
I wish I would have got that.
Yeah, I went right in. I didn't get to finish though. I did 3 semesters. That's a whole nother story. I have to tell you about it. But that helped me though, being in solitary confinement, thinking about my mistakes, to help me correct my mistakes.
Right.
All right, here we go. Where we at? What lessons? What lessons from the streets or growing up help you connect with inmates?
Being around my uncles growing up, all my uncles, most of my uncles, the Starks boys, they from out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Being around them as a younger cat, or Scooter, my cousin Scooter, being around like a group of people like that was in the streets, heavy in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I mean money, they flashy.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to see the new era of I might as well say criminals or whatever, you start to tell them that it's a path. You either got it's basically a fork. So
Mm-hmm.
you can go this way, you can go that way, or you can go straight. Straight, we don't know where that's gonna lead. But if you go left, you might be good.
Mm-hmm.
If you go right, you might be good. Now, that path that's unknown is the path that the average person gonna choose. And to know for a fact that you can relate to these people and tell them that, hey, this gonna keep you from seeing the graveyard or long-term time in prison, let's make the right choice here. And when I go into work every day, man, I promise you, my motivation is different. My motive is different. My motive is to inspire, to get a different look of a correctional officer to people. And you don't want that negative image of correctional officers.
No, you
Because think about it. Rick Ross used to work in corrections. And when they asked him about corrections, he said he never worked in there. What's wrong with saying this was how I got my money? Music just so happened to work out for me. Were you a bad correction officer or were you a good correction officer?
Yeah.
Me, I'm a great correction officer because I'm always there. I'm on attendance. I'm there for the right reasons, and I'm there to motivate and inspire. Now, I always tell people, don't make me do my job, which would be the other side of it, which would be, hey, you got to do these reports or you got to make sure this person get locked up. Now, I can relate to you all day long because I've had family that's been through these same trials and circumstances. Let's talk about it every day. I don't want the whole story. Give me pieces of it. And then at the end, before you leave, I'm going to give you a solution to exactly what you're going through so you don't have to come see me again.
Yeah. Yep. So basically, from your life experiences, you grew up around the street, so you know the street life, right?
Right.
We know where it's gonna end you up. It's either gonna be jail or dead.
Yep.
All right. So
Yep.
your perspective is to go in there and to try to help them change their thinking. Hey
Exactly.
man,
And
you
then
know this right, wrong. Let's try to correct this. But I ain't gonna push you because it's your life, right?
and think about it. It's not going to determine who you are. We always going to go back to that. It's not going to determine who
Yeah,
you are because you're here.
that's true. That's true. All right. Let's hit segment 3. Fatherhood and life purpose. What does fatherhood mean to you now, especially after all you've been through?
Man, fatherhood means, man, not only supporting physically, financially, but mentally, you supporting these kids. You know what I'm saying? You giving them the real life factors to being a dad because you were a child once before.
Mhm.
And to give them this light and to show them that, hey, dad is creating a long-term future for us. So we don't have to ask for this, or we don't have to work so hard for that because dad's already out there. He's already making sure this is covered in case something happens to him or something happens to my wife. It's already covered. You know what I'm saying? So fatherhood to me means not only being there for them physically, but being there for them mentally,
Eventually.
giving them real life,
Mhm.
giving them the factors that other people not gonna tell them, giving them that, hey, when you get a certain age, you gotta start paying bills.
Yeah,
Giving them that I'm always gonna be here to support you, but I'm not always gonna give you what you want.
yeah. You're not supposed to. But fatherhood has a great meaning because you become the leader, you become teacher, you become the nurturer in certain ways, educator, right?
Yep,
So
yep.
me, I have my kids are homeschooled and they work with me. So we've been building this business for the last 2 years. And it's been great. Like since I stopped driving the cement mixer and came and went full time with my business, I haven't looked back at all. And
Absolutely.
having them with me every day is just that more of a push to not never go back to something else.
Yeah.
So it's been great, man. Like, I got a lot of kids. I got 12 on them. So and 11 of them is in the house. Yeah. My oldest 20, just turned
You was
20
busy,
last
bro. You
year.
was busy.
Yeah. So I got 7 girls and 5 boys.
Shit, whiz. What?
Mhm.
Well, let's talk about business.
Yeah, plays a big role. So big role. All right. How do you stay present and break cycles for your kids?
Um, I usually stay present. Like I said, man, it's not only financially, man. It's mentally.
Mhm.
Um, you tell those kids, just because I have it don't mean that is yours. You know what I'm saying? That ends that whole conversation. Um,
Mhm.
to make them get out there and do their own thing and support themselves and go further in life. You know what I'm saying? Just because I got it don't make it yours. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna make you go harder
Yep,
to
get out
get
there and
where
trying to get it.
they to get what I have and to have that and to see you put that effort in. Hey, one day it is gonna be yours, but I ain't gonna tell you it's yours now because you're not gonna work for it.
hmm That's true. But like I say with me, I keep them. They work with me every week, well, every day, and I set up a payment every month. I'm paying once a week, and that way they're out there learning the work. They're
Yep.
learning about the money,
My son, he's
learning the
6.
business.
He know how to weed eat. He know how to cut grass. Because I'm doing it on my off days. Every 2 to 3 days, I'm cutting the grass or I'm weed eating or somebody gonna do it. You know, if I get too tired up, my mother-in-law might come and, hey, I'm gonna do it. My sister-in-law might hit it for me. Hey, I know you was busy. I went ahead and did it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to show my child, my son, hey, you gonna be a man one day? Man, look, that's everything to me. That's everything, because I ain't never had no dad to show me that. I had Mr. Otis. He wasn't my dad, but he was a dad figure, and he gave me that, and I never look back. But just because I have it, don't mean that it's yours. You know what I'm saying? That's what you give your kids.
No, you got to work for it just the way I did.
Yep.
All right, let's hit this one. What do you want your children to learn from your story?
I want them to know that from my story alone that the road is not easy, man. It wasn't easy, but you can overcome. You can motivate, you can inspire. And from my story, I want them to take that no matter what I went through, I never stopped fighting. I never stopped fighting.
And your story is the blueprint, right? We leave the blueprint
Yep.
of how you started this and went from here to there. So like with me, my kids see me beginning of their life. I was ripping running the streets out here selling drugs, doing drugs. And so they seen the worst version of me. And I changed. It's been damn now about 8 years. It's been about 8, almost 9 years that I've been on the right path. Other than that, I was in and out of jail, just same old things. And they seen me change from that person to the person I am now, and they see how I keep going, I keep pushing, I keep grinding, and I keep like I showed them that it ain't nothing that you can't do. If you put your mind to it and you get you a game plan, you just go at it.
Absolutely.
Sometimes certain things don't come to you, or that path might not work that way. But if you keep going, keep your eyes on the goal, but you might have to change the plan to get there. Just keep going, because eventually it's gonna happen.
And congrats to you, bro, for finding that path, man.
Well, I appreciate it. All right, here we go. How do you balance work and being the type of father you want to be?
As I told you before, you know, I don't bring the job home, and I don't take the job to work. I meant my home life to work. So the balance comes when I get off. Like my son, like you ever watch a old movie from the 90s when the mom always in there cooking and be like, "Daddy home," and what the kids do? First thing they do, they run to the door. Daddy, daddy. My son do that every single day. Every single day, and he's 6. He's been doing this since I was working DOC, and now I work for the county. And he does this every day. But guess what he always has in his hand? He has this football in his hand every day. Either the football or the controller to play Madden. And he want to play. And he know that I do 21-0 after 21. After I beat him 21-0, you done. I'm done. Ain't no need to keep playing. Bro, what I'm running up the scope for?
Yeah.
So to have that, bro, that's the greatest feeling in the world, man. To have that little kid waiting on you every single day, and it's like it's his first time seeing you. That's awesome. Every day.
That's how I feel. I got a lot of little ones, right? So when they hear my truck coming down the road, and we gotta open the gate up, they sometimes Carter, he running outside already. He already out the door. But as soon as I come in the house, they bomb rush me. And you get the feeling of just like joy, right? these little parts of you that love you unconditionally, right? And
Yep.
and I will go to the end of the earth for them. And
Yep.
that keep me motivated. They keep my mind stable. They keep me focused. They keep me
Yep.
determined to keep trying, even when it's hard, because life ain't easy.
Never.
And certain things, people might look at it and be like, yeah, man, you living good, or you doing this, you doing that. But don't nobody never know the battles that you still fighting within yourself. You
If
just make
life was,
it, yeah, you just make it
always remember
easy.
this, bro. And I take this, with myself. If life was gonna be easy, we would never have a Bible. Think
Mm,
about it.
yeah, it ain't easy. Life ain't easy. But if you let it defeat you, then you're easy,
Yep.
right?
Easily defeated. Yeah.
Yeah. Weak-minded, weak-minded. When you
Yeah.
weak-minded, you let everything run over you. You let every situation make you fall down and you don't want to get back up.
Yep.
Yeah. Les
Yep.
Brown said if you fall down on your back and you can see up, you can get up. Oh.
Yeah.
If you can look up, you can get up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but seeing them kids every day, man, that's all the joy I need. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm
And I
mad.
wish, like I got a 16-year-old, I got a daughter. I wish like for once in her life, like she would I don't want her to side with me or understand, my whole life, or understand, that just because I'm not with your mom doesn't mean that you're not valuable to me or that your life is not valuable to me. But everything that you do, I want to be involved with it. But I don't want you to have to choose between your parents because you're being raised
A different way.
a different way than what I stand for. Like I stand for
Mhm.
structure, I stand for understanding, I stand for, hey, it's consequences to everything that you do. But I don't want her to ever think that your dad will put you in a position to have to choose between mom or dad, and because it's not a
Gonna
competition.
bump head.
It's a partnership. It's not a competition by no means. It's a partnership. And once she understands that, I think that one day, like, we'll be able to sit and laugh and go back to when she was a little runt, when I used to hold her and have to show her life, and she trying to see what I'm seeing and stuff like that. But one day, man, it's gonna all work itself out, man.
Yeah, it's a process. You gotta stay at it.
Yep.
You gotta stay at it because kids don't understand a lot of things until they get older, and then they
Right.
start
And I don't
looking
want her
at
to
it.
understand now because
Yeah.
you got school, you still trying to finish up, you still got prom, you still got to have that conversation with me, you still got to deal with boys.
Mhm.
In due time, we all gonna have this conversation, me and her and my wife, and we gonna enjoy the conversation, man. It's not to scold you or discipline you, it's to get you to understand that it wasn't this and it wasn't that. But now
Mhm.
that you understand, you make your own decision on what it was.
Yep. Yeah. And that'd be the best time to do it when they get a little older.
Yep.
Number 15. What legacy are you trying to build from your children? For your children. For your children.
um the legacy I want to build for them um would be every nothing won't work without family. Nothing won't work without family. It won't work. And to build my name on family, I stand on it. And that man, family is everything to me.
Mhm.
Because if something was to happen to me or my wife, I want them to know that they still have their family to depend on, and they still got this and they still got that. Even though I'm not here spiritually, I mean physically, spiritually I'm there, and I hope that everything that I instilled in them is gonna continue to run the way that we planned it to run.
Mhm. So basically, stick close to your family.
Absolutely.
Teach them, guide them.
Yep.
All right, let's hit this one. This is personal interest and identity, right?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the 80s. That you got an 85 Monte Carlo SS.
85, man.
85. What made you fall in love with Chevy Classic?
Um, I was in the process of building. I was building an 84 Cutlass, and I was at the stage where it came time to lift the car, and I said, "Wow, it's gonna take." I got some quotes, so it took. I got to the stage where it was like it's gonna take me $2,500 to lift this car. So I was like, $2,500. Now, this was before I knew the car game what I know now. And I was like, wow, it's gonna take all that money to lift that car. So I got a call one day from a guy named Hambone. He was like, bro, I know a dude named D who got a Monte Carlo for sale. You know, he only wants $600 for it. They ain't got no motor or nothing in it, but he wants $600. So, you know, as soon as I said, shoot me a number, he sent me the number. I went over there immediately, looked at this car. Me and my dad was with me that day, and I remember looking at this car. It had no tires on it. It was sitting on blocks inside this fence, and I was like, this car gotta have some value. So I took the car cover off of it, and it was the Lucky Charms Monte Carlo, which is this one here.
Yeah, I remember.
And when I seen it, immediately I said I want it. I gave him the $600. I think I gave him $7, and the dude blessed me with a 454 big block
Oh
and a
man.
400 transmission, in which it's the 400 in here right now.
Yeah.
I took the big block out. Now, when I got this motor, when I got the car delivered to the house, he delivered the car to me and everything. Now I
Damn.
still got this Cutlass. I still got to do something with. Now I just got this Cutlass back from the interior shop, and all of that. They had did my dash and everything. So I had this bright idea. I said, let me transfer everything from this car to this car. So the
Mhm.
next day I started transferring everything, and everything was a direct fit. I mean, direct
Yeah, it's
from dash
genuine.
to the doors to everything, seats. I said, wow, I just did something that
I'm still got
I
it.
don't know long term what's gonna happen. So I fell in love with that car then, and you know, the front wasn't on this car. It had the CL front, which was to the Monte Carlo, or some people call them the ugly fronts. That's the ugly fronts with the faux lights, with the plastic grill on the front. That's the ugly front to everybody. So
Them 85.
I ended up having to go buy another front for it. I bought some fenders for it. I was like, wow, this car taking shape. But when I put the rims on the car, the rims were outdated and they were ugly. So I was like, man, I don't like this car. And when I put the big block in there, I started back loving the car because when it fired it up, it was so loud, it was aggressive. But when I drove the car for the first time, it had no brakes. So I'm driving the car through town. I think I was off of 14th Street. I went over the railroad tracks, and out of nowhere, my brakes kicked in. Man, I thought I had done pooped everywhere in this car, bro. I was terrified. I got the car back to the storage. I said, we taking this motor out. It's too much. It's more than I bargained for. I didn't know I was going to have to go through all of this. And as you
You
know,
had
I
it a
did
different color
7.
then too.
Yo, it was red. It had all the airbrushing still on the Lucky Charms. And I was like, man, let me find something else to do with this car. And long story short, 7 interiors later, it's sitting right here behind me. 3 paint jobs later, um, 6 rim sets later, it's here, and 2 motors later, it's here.
Yeah. A lot of work, man. That's a lot of work. But
You
I
talk
always,
about overtime and
yeah, I always love
time that I got
cars.
in it. Like I can tell you now, bro, I got at least 85 to 90,000 in it, doing all that work over the time that I did it. And just to get this one product that's sitting behind me, and it's mind blowing, bro. It's mind blowing.
Yeah. But when you love something, man, you stay at it.
Don't give up on it if you love it, you know?
Yeah.
It's
But
like a
I
woman.
got
Hey, if you love it, hey, fight.
because mine is the LS, so it's the single lights.
Yep. You got that one long light in the front, which is a beautiful front. Oh, that's a beautiful front right there. And I got the SS front on here now, so a lot of cats call me and be like, man, you should do the SS symbols on it. And it's not a true SS, it's a clone. So I didn't want to go through the motions of that. I just wanted it to look good and ride down the road. That's pretty much was my ultimate goal, and I conquered that.
That's all I want to do because I got it running.
I told you, man, just call me if I'm in Levy, in the county. Just call me, man. I'll stop by there and see what you got. And if I got stuff around the house, like I got a bunch of stuff here, bro. Like a lot of parts I want to get rid of, and I don't charge nobody for the parts, bro, because I don't know how somebody else gonna react to me blessing them. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what a person going through, and if I got extra, I'm gonna give it to you. It don't even matter to me.
I appreciate it. I mean, that's if come check it out because I know I got to get a lot of body work and stuff done, especially on the top because it was a quarter top. But can't go wrong with them. Okay, number 17. What role does working on cars or riding help play in your peace of mind?
It play a big role because, like, if I make the decision, hey, I'm gonna fill up my car, I'm gonna take it out. First, I check with my wife. I always check with my wife first. Hey, you got anything planned? You got anything you trying to do with me, or we doing together, or with the kids? Then I make my decision. Hey, I'm finna take it out tonight, like I did last night. I took it out to the Orange Lake homecoming, and bro, when I tell you, like the love that I got from the thoughts that went into my car to somebody else's eyes, and somebody say, man, that car is beautiful. Like it played a big role in like easing my mind of like the stress that I dealt with throughout the process. You know what I'm saying? Just to see somebody else admire what I had built through these different places, and it's definitely an achievement, man. It made me feel good because to ride, the gas it up and play my music, to play that music, that old school, while I'm riding through traffic and you whamming, you turning up the EQ, you turning up the bass, you beating at the light, man. It's mental health
A lot
wise,
of
man,
music in that
it
car
makes you
too.
feel good, man. Huh?
I say you got a lot of music in that car too.
Man, I got 10 Dose speakers in there, 6 tweeters. I got one, two, 3, 6 amps. I got 3 batteries in here. I got 215 Scar, the EVLs. Man,
Banging.
man. I drove it last night, bro. I had that thing whamming so much, I knocked my headlights out. I drove home with one headlight last night.
Hey, you trying to go to jail, man. You know they pull you over from time.
Hey, and I was looking on, and I'm looking over the steering wheel trying to see like who coming down the street. But once I got to my exit here, over here, down my town, in my area, man, I started flowing it. Got home, backed it in. I told my wife, I said, let the garage up. She got the garage up. Man, it's 11 o'clock at night when I got back last night. So, I had a good time. I left at like 7. I try to be fair to my wife. I try to be respectful. Get back at a decent hour. Let her know, when I'm moving or whatever, just in case something happened. You got a last timeline where I was at or what I was doing. So, but back to the question, man, it make you feel good, man, to be able to ride that thing, man, just to enjoy that project.
Yeah, I gotta get back into mine. My kids be asking me every day, Dad, when are we gonna start back working on the car? Because I just changed the headers and I had put the gauges in and I ain't never even finished putting the damn gauges in.
I'm telling you, just get with me, man. I got so many connections now, man. Like this car culture is like it's almost feel like it's riding on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to motivate somebody else to come out last night, like that didn't want to bring their car out. But once we rode together, like it was three of us riding back to back with these G bodies. And once he started really, really getting it, bro, the day he woke up and he posted like 6 times today, like, hey, I'm out. Boom, posted his motor, posted the car, posted his rim spinning. You know what I'm saying? That made me feel good because I know I did my job as a friend.
Yep. Got him to get out of posting on.
Exactly.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. Here we go. 18. If you could build your dream garage, what cars are going in it?
Okay, if I could build a dream garage, I'm gonna have me first off, I'm gonna have a dually in there, a F-350, lifted, big tires on it, probably 30-inch rims on that too. I'm gonna have me a nice speedboat, nice boat. I can take about 15 people on it. And I'm just a lake rider, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go into the ocean. I like to ride in the lakes. Um, I'm gonna put my MC in there, of course. And my favorite car of all time gonna be that Lamborghini Murcielago, man. I'm definitely gonna have that in there, and that's it for me. That is it,
Murcielago, badass car.
man. Listen,
Yeah.
I would have to have that in there.
Yeah. The
Just,
one, what,
just
zero
I
to
wouldn't
60?
even drive it just to know that I own it. Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That shit was 0 to 60 in what, 2.6 seconds or something like that?
If I wanted to die, I would drive it, but I want to live, so I know me. I would get in it. I mean, in it.
Oh man. Yeah, you gotta drive that thing. Drive that thing like a grandpa, man.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. All right, let's hit this one. How do your hobbies keep you motivated and focused outside of work?
Um, I I think my hobbies tie into me owning my, you know, just like you, bro. Like owning my home. Like that's what keep me motivated outside of work. Just knowing that I own it and I'm able to do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I own it. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes
Mhm.
me. That's what keeps me motivated throughout the whole process, and it keeps me into my hobby. Like I'm sitting in the garage doing an interview with you, and I've been out here for hours, and I've been grilling at the same time, and I've been sipping ginger ale. So to know that I go to work every day to pay my bills, to take care of my family, to sit in my garage whenever I want to, how I want to, when I want to. Man, that's the greatest like motivation ever. Like that made me feel so great to be able to do this day in and day out.
That is great motivation. You know, I got damn about 3 acres out here in Bronson.
Bro, you said pigs. You had me at pigs when you said pigs.
No, I got pigs, I got goats, I got chickens, and I got ducks.
You had me when you said pigs, man. It took me back to the childhood, man. I remember getting out of school having to go feed the pigs at Old Ladine every day.
Yeah. Well, she's down so days to have them in the back right there. Back there by the graveyard. Yep.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
sure did, yeah. But one pig will feed your whole family for a year.
Tell me about it.
Cause mine out there now, they about 500 pounds or so. And one just had 10 babies, 8 of them survived. So I got a boy and 2 girls. They about 500 pounds apiece, and then we got the eight babies, so we got 11 pigs out there now.
Man, y'all got them slaughterhouses out there by y'all, man, that do that, man. Look here. You living the dream, bro. That's the dream right there.
Shit, we get about 3 dozen or so of eggs a day.
Living off the land, my brother. That's what you're
Mhm.
supposed to do.
Yeah, but you never thought my younger self would have been doing what I'm doing now. You know what I mean?
Facts. I thought you was gonna be a millionaire. You was gonna make it out the hood, and you'll never look back.
Nah, man, I always look back. I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
gotta stay grounded, man. No matter how much money somebody make or whatever they do, man, you stay grounded. My kids can be
Absolutely.
grounded. Still got humble beginnings because
Absolutely.
you grow into because to say money only make you the person you is, it intensifies it, right? So
Right?
if you're an asshole and you become a millionaire, you just a millionaire asshole, right?
Yep.
But if
Yep.
yeah, but if you humble, peaceful person, you know what I mean? You get $1 million, you still gonna be that same peaceful, humble ass person, right?
Absolutely.
Money don't change the person.
Never.
No, it don't. But okay, where we go? Number 20. What advice would you give a young man today who feels stuck in the same place where we come from?
Listen to my story. Um, Learn something from it. Listen to your story. Learn something from it. And pick which path you want to take. You want you want peace and long-term life, or you want destruction and constantly going through things. And that's the greatest advice that I can give a younger kid my age then to now. Read my story, listen to it. Look at your story, listen to it. Learn something from both of them.
Yeah, and make the best choices for yourself.
Make the best choices for self.
And a lot of times, and another thing, don't follow the crowd
Absolutely.
because the crowd might be going the wrong way. Sometimes it's better to veer off and go on your own.
Absolutely. Because think about it. I'm gonna give you a quick instance or whatever. Imagine being in a crowd full of people and you got two people that just take off running. What the rest of the people do?
Take off running too.
They're gonna run too. But then when they get to the end of the road, when everybody stop,
What are we
guess
running
what?
for?
What's the first question?
What the hell was we running for? Mhm.
Exactly. What was we running for?
I was just playing.
Exactly.
That ain't say, I was just playing to see if you was gonna run. So that's following the crowd because a lot of times we don't really have all the information before we make a lot of choices.
Yep.
And a lot of times people get too much information and never make any decision, right?
Yep. Yep.
So many people do that. You dive into this and you just study, but you never take no action.
Yep.
It's about action and then learn the process as you go.
Absolutely.
All right. So we fell forward. Just like when I stopped doing drugs, selling drugs, and all the other shit, I didn't know what I was doing. I was only doing what I was taught and what everybody made it seems cool to do.
Yep.
Right? Everybody say, "Oh yeah, you can do this and do that, man. This is cool." Even if they're not saying it, but you're looking up to these people.
Yep.
But they're not saying, "Hey man, if you get on this drug here, it's gonna be hard for you to come off, man. If you do this here, you go to jail for this amount of time, man. When you get out, man, it's gonna be pretty hard for you to get a job, man. Your
Yep.
life is gonna be it's gonna be pretty hard. So you're gonna have to figure something out. You're gonna have to figure something out to sustain your family, or you can go back doing the same thing and get the same results,
Yep.
right? The
Yep.
same damn results.
Yep.
So we have to get the right information. And if we don't know it, let's try to find the information. Let's try to look what the information that and try to take the information in and try to learn the process as we go. And if you start doing that, it'll open up doors that you never thought that will open. And it's all about putting that action towards doing what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right. I got this one. I had wrote this one on here. This the last one though. It's you just recently wrote a book. What is it? What is it about, and when will it be out?
I'm finishing up the details of the chapters. Kid, it's a book I'm actually about to finish up about my life. Called Kid in the Corner. Um, it's about a kid that grew up the way I grew up, and he always punished himself, thinking that he was in trouble for things that he always did right, and he continues to live that way because it works for him. So no matter how old I get, I always put myself back to that little kid that always went to the corner thinking he did something wrong when he actually did everything right. And now that I'm at the age that I'm at now, I'm 37. I still go back and put myself now in that corner, even though I'm doing everything right. I always seem to put myself back in that corner, basically helping myself to figure out, did I do this right? Did I follow all the right steps? And am I going to continue to do this? So I go back to that younger self and tell myself, hey, you did everything right. Why are you punishing yourself? So my book is basically about my whole life, where people get to read about my whole life and get to know me on a personal level, because it's very detailed. It's gonna hurt some people. It's gonna make some people cry. Some people gonna go through a lot of things when they read about this, and I definitely want to make sure that kids that's in the foster care system understand that no matter what obstacle comes your way, you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. You either gonna jump over it, you're gonna evade it, or you're gonna let it hit you. And I evaded and I jumped over every obstacle that came my way, man. So um, definitely be on the lookout for Kid in the Corner. It's almost done. I got to get with the editing and get it proofread and go through the last couple of things, because I had to add some stuff, some details on my mom's death, and I didn't want to, but people need to know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got 3 published.
Yes, sir. I read the first one. I did read the first one. Um, a lot of stuff I didn't know, but I'm definitely taking a lot of your details, and I keep it in the back of my mind, and I see how far you came, and man, it's great to be at the age that we at now, and we accomplishing things that we probably didn't see ourselves doing. And again, man, we take ourselves back to that young kid and deal with those situations.
Yeah, but you need help. You need help with it. I got an amazing editor. She's an older lady, but she's a sweetheart. And there's a couple other things that you probably already did your research on, like your EIN number and
Mm-hmm.
not your EIN number, ISBN number, and that stuff too. That's one of the main things you will have to get for yourself, because you don't want to self-publish it with another company. It's like with Amazon. You can self-publish on Amazon, but you still need to buy your ISBN number. That means you own that number. It's just a tracking number. And I'll run it through it with you. You can chop it up and I'll break it down for you, because it's just a simple process, man. It's not rocket science. And you can get them in the bookstores too. So
Heck yeah, man.
it ain't that hard. But this has been an amazing episode, man. You dropped a lot of gems, man. I really appreciate you coming on here, taking the time out your day, man, and come to hang with
Man,
me, man.
for you, man, I'll do it every day if I had to. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for taking an interest in, my life and following me, throughout my adulthood and to where I'm at now. And man, hey, it's all because you set up a blueprint. Like I said at the beginning, everybody wanted to be like you, man. So I appreciate you for having me, man. And be blessed, man. Definitely.
Yes, sir. But hey, man, I need some help with this car, man.
Yes, sir. Likewise.
I'm tired of looking at it, man. I ain't tired of looking at it. I just can't drive it down the road, man. I got some American racing wheels I'm gonna put on that thing too, man. Just slide, you know what I mean? So I got everything. I just don't be having the time to work on the damn thing, man.
I got you, man. I'm off every other weekend. Hey, let's get to it, man. Let's see what I got that you don't have, and hey, I'll bring it. It's yours, man. Hey, it ain't even like that here.
All right, man. I appreciate it. But
Yes, sir.
like I say, this has been an amazing episode 9 with Jamal Presley.
Peace.
Your past is a chapter, not the whole story. The episode will be dropping every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms. So if y'all want to get real, raw conversation from real people, y'all tune in to the Welcome Legacy Podcast. I thank you, my brother, for joining me. You
Yes,
have a
sir.
great day, bro.